Hi, this is Sonia from An Enthusiastic Reader. I'm here today to do the Pain Over Joy tag. I was tagged by Brian at Bookish, and the original tag was created by Jessica at Lady Lovestead Reads. All of the links to those videos are in the description box, and I'm just going to jump right in and get started. Do you mostly read books illustrating pain or books illustrating joy? Why? For the most part, I think it's joy and pain are not a binary. Like, it's not either or. And the best novels that I read have some kind of combination or some kind of balance. Now, it's obvious that most fiction is conflict based and it's issues based. The author is trying to come up with a story to talk about specific issues or how issues affect characters. And so on straightforward, realistic fiction, you're going to have the conflict, and then you're going to have moments of joy, you hope, spread a little bit in so that, it's not completely dire. So my favorite books would have a balance of that. Now, not all books are balanced one way or the other. Some books are much lighter. Like, I just finished Early Morning Riser, and there were a couple of things that were tragic that happened in that story, but they were treated much more lightly. You didn't have like deep mourning. You didn't see emotion. You didn't see great demonstrations of grief, or there weren't people sobbing, and it was all just talked about, and it wasn't even described as such. So there were a lot of funny moments in there with some tragedy sprinkled in that propelled the plot, and that was much more character driven and emotionally driven than it was tragedy driven, if that makes sense. So I would say my reading probably is weighted towards pain, some joy incorporated into the story. Do you see books about pain as more intellectually valuable? Why or why not? No, I'm not reading for intellectual value. I am reading sometimes for intellectual stimulation, and I don't want to weigh the value based on my own preferences. I mean, I'll read what I want to read, but I won't judge someone else for reading something that I don't deem intellectually valuable. So I just want people to read what they want to read. Number 3, why do you think major book prizes like the Booker and the Pulitzer mainly award books about pain? I suppose it depends on the mission of the award and what's going on in the minds of any given set of judges in any given year. So I think things could change. I think they're probably political, and they might give more weight to books that they think are teaching the reader something valuable or giving voice to an author or a story that might not always get a voice. And there's something valuable in that, or there's something honorable about that, I think, too. It's impossible for me to conceive that 5 judges are going to read a set of books the same way year after year. And so I think it's an ongoing, evolving situation in terms of the prizes, with a lot of factors involved and not just what the subject is. Number 4, do you use and agree with the phrase guilty pleasure? Why or why not? No, I think I may have in the past been a real snob about, and I think Brian said the same thing. I think I might have looked down on the reading tastes of people, and I do not do that anymore. That is ridiculous. What a waste of my energy and time to worry about what other people are reading. So I read a variety of things, and sometimes I will slip in a mystery, something I think is lighter, but that's just my own value. I am not attributing that to anyone else. That is just the way I see books, and why I might, if say I'm going to read Thomas Mann's The Magic Mountain, that is a hefty tome. I'm expecting a lot of like complicated themes, and I don't even know what's in that book, but I think it's going to be something that takes a lot of work to read, whereas I might be able to read a Louise Penny novel in a couple of days, totally enjoy it, and I don't consider that a guilty pleasure. I consider that like part of my spectrum of types of books I like to read, and I'm not ashamed about that. Number 5, do you think books centering joy are guilty pleasures? No, I don't think that. I don't really have anything else to say about that. I just think I just answered that question. Number 6, do you read in secret? Are there books you read but never talk about because of embarrassment, shame, or guilty about liking them? No, I think I'm pretty open about the types of books I read, especially, considering I created this booktube channel and I do talk widely about what I'm reading a lot of the time. Do I talk about every single book I read? No, because I don't always think it will be interesting content for a video. But it's not because I'm ashamed or it's a secret. However, in my real life book clubs, I will often not talk about books that I've been reading because sometimes I get the feeling that people think I'm trying to be pretentious or something by mentioning a book, a classic or something that they're not interested in. And I don't want them to get that impression that just because I'm reading something on the side that they might not want to attempt or they may not be interested in for a variety of reasons. There has been some teasing that has happened to me in the past, and I don't really like that feeling. And so I hold close and hold dear some of the things I read from real life people because I don't like being teased. So, and that's it. That was the tag. And so I'm going to tag a couple of people in the description box. I am very bad at thinking of this on the fly, and I should have planned it better ahead, but I will put a couple of people I tag in there, and if I follow them on social media, I will tag them there too. So thank you so much for watching. This was a fun tag. If you'd like to do it and you have something to say, you should actually absolutely do it. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.